How you doing today? This is Cooper. He's a 6-year-old Belgian Malinois. Right now we're using him as a single-purpose dog, which means narcotics and searches. We're not using him as a bite dog. He was originally trained as a bite dog, but his specialty is narcotics. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a blank search of the car there.
Hold the mic a little closer.
We're going to do a blank search of the car, make sure there's no narcotics left in it from the previous owner. And then we'll plant some different types of narcotics, exterior and interior, and show you how Cooper works. Normally, one of the biggest ways that we can prevent heroin and different types of abuses in our local where we operate is stopping it from the source, and that starts with vehicle stops. And normally when we do a vehicle stop and myself and Cooper are called, whatever agency has the car stopped, we'll do a search on it, and if we get an indication, normally it leads to a criminal arrest. But then they usually flip and let us go for the bigger fish. So it starts small. It affects every race, every religion. Doesn't matter what your income level is. It's epidemic proportion. So it takes officers like Cooper here to put a stop to it. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and do a blank search.
Hold this for you. Look for the drug, it's for fun. He doesn't know he's actually finding narcotics. He's looking for a toy. And he's been imprinted with different types of drugs, crack, heroin, cocaine, marijuana, and meth. PCP and the meth we have to be careful with because they have had canines get killed by inhaling the chemicals of those drugs. So normally if you see any signs of meth, we'll back the dog out. It's not worth risking his life. We got this from the post office in Newcastle. We'll routinely get called by the postal inspectors to check packages. They'll send this stuff through the mail, usually to a vacant house or residence. Good way to promote FedEx. So we're going to put this under the hood.
What is that?
Marijuana. Normally with the marijuana, there's all kinds of hiding places. In the engine compartment, they'll put them in the fuse boxes underneath them. Air filters, they'll remove them. Just so you all know, this is our killer here. This is what's killing all our children today.
This is how heroin is normally packaged. This is a tiny little bit that they'll sit there and they'll put on a spoon, they'll cook it, they'll put it in a needle, and that's where they get the rush. That's how small it is. Usually they buy these in small bundles or logs. It's cheaper than opiates. A lot of kids, they get hooked on Oxycontin or some type of narcotic that the doctor prescribes, and then when the prescription runs out, they can buy this for half the price on the street. That's why it's all over the place. So if you see these little empty baggies in your household or in your neighborhood, keep your eyes out, because it usually leads to someone doing this type of drugs, and then you'll start having property crimes, whether it's a theft from the shed or something that normally wouldn't happen in your neighborhood. So what I'll do is I'll put it in this prescription bottle. A lot of times I'll just shove this down, I'll put it in the center console, and we'll hide this inside the car somewhere, and just this little bit, see if Cooper can pick up on it.
So Cooper is going to do an exterior search. And when we start on the corner of the car, we work around. I usually kind of let them do it. You see my hand go in front of them, that's just doing a detailed search. All right, you ready? Flat. 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 Fetch. Get out of there. Good boy. Everybody give him a clap. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Get it out. Good boy. Yes, you did. Good boy. You got to give him a lot of praise because right now he's thinking he just found his toy. Good boy. Good boy. We're going to go inside the car. Cooper, you ready to do some work? Flat. Flat. Work. Get out of there. Get out of there. Listen.
You can.
Good boy.
All right, Cooper.
Woohoo!
Good dog.
Onye. F. F.
Yay.
But basically what we have here is Cooper can find large quantity,
Oh, happy
or
anniversary, sweetie.
find very small bits of trace amounts of narcotics. The reason why I showed you both ways is that the dogs that we constantly train each month, at least 16 hours a month, to keep them on their A game. The narcotics, sometimes they've had cases where they've had a large amount of heroin and the dog misses it because he's only trained for a trace amount. So we train them in all quantities. And in that way, the dog can either pick up on a large or small quantity. The heroin that was in the car, just 2 baggies in a pill bottle sealed. They have fantastic noses. The marijuana, yeah, it's a large amount, but it's vacuum packed. And he's trained to pick up, we can put a Q-tip in there, hide the Q-tip on a wall, put him in a warehouse and find it. So, he's a good guy. Just a lot of paperwork each time we make an arrest. If the police officers, even if it's not my agency, seize drugs from a vehicle, let's say a large sum of money, we'll get called to their police station to do a fine to link the money to the drugs. Normally what we do, same concept, we'll go into a room and we'll have Cooper check the whole room, make sure there's no trace there. Then the officers will take the money that they found, hide it in the room, and then we'll run Cooper through again. If he hits on the money can be seized. The DA or the AG's office in Delaware, PA, operate the same way. We do a forfeit seizure form, and the rest is history. After it's all said and done, normally the money is divided up between the state agencies, victims' compensation, and it also helps us buy equipment for the dogs, the vehicles, and for the departments. And we'll seize the property of the drug dealer or offender. Any other questions?
Where does he stay? Does he stay with you?
Yeah, he lives with me, so when we're said and done for the day, he comes home. He has his own kennel, his own bedroom. He's a work dog, so we don't want to break him into jumping up on the bed and hanging out on the couch, but he'll have TV time. He'll come up and hang out with us, play with his Kong. Kong, he's like a hard rubber ball. You can't give him a regular toy because he'll rip it apart. The dog is immensely powerful. It's hard to tell from looking at him, but he can jump about 6 feet. Well, if he was working dual purpose, the question was, what was his retirement age? If he was doing bite work and narcotics, he'd probably around 10 years old. Since we're only using him for narcotics, Cooper can go about another 6 years and then spend the last 2-3 years being fat and happy at our house.
You have to retire tomorrow?
He'll retire with me. He's part of the family. I was lucky, my wife, her father was a City of Wilmington canine officer during the 60s, so it helps having a spouse that knows work dogs. And then my daughter gets along with him good. Everybody likes stickers, right? Who trains him? I actually get trained with Newcastle County Police. They have a couple instructors there that are national certified. There is no state certification. We have to be nationally certified. So the credentials that we follow to get our dogs certified are on the national level. That way, you can be with a dog from Georgia or California. It's the same standards. There's no lesser or higher compared to different states.
How many canines do we have in our area, in Delaware at least? I don't know what it would be.
We're at about 14. And some of them are Belgian Mals, some are Hungarian Shepherds, German Shepherds. One Schnauzer, large Schnauzer. But the Belgian Mals are they're the Porsche of the German Shepherds. It's passive reinforcing. There's no aggression to them when they mess up. You have to just keep, just like you do with a child. And they get it. And he gets it too. Unless I try to take his towel away from him right now.
When they're on patrol, do they have special temperature also that are warm?
Well, we're working on raising money for Cooper to get a vest for him. Right now, I won't bring him into hot scenes until after the scene is safe. But that can change. I was in a pursuit last week on Route 13, and Cooper was right in the mix of it. He almost felt like he was driving the car.
How much does the vest cost for a dog? How much do we need to raise for you to get a vest?
I think they're around 800 now.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Okay.
The county was doing a fundraiser at Buckley's, if anybody's familiar with that.
Right.
Route 52. That went pretty good. I think they got about 9 of them out of that.
Can I buy a vest right now?
Oh, for
Well, I mean, for the campaign, for the vest. I would like to do that.
Oh, well, I don't see why not.
Wow.
We'll talk in a minute.
I have a question.
Sir.
If, say a criminal were to hurt or kill the dog, would they be charged with murder for killing a police officer?
The question is if the dog was injured in effecting an arrest by a suspect. Yeah, the dogs are treated just like EMS personnel, at least in Delaware. It could be considered a felony. Just like if a paramedic was injured or a firefighter, he falls under the same umbrella. Don't quote me on the exact title code on it, but he's treated just like a police officer.
I was going to say, if they're killed in the line of duty, they're basically treated as a police officer, correct? It's
That's
a federal
correct.
offense.
Yeah, they a couple videos out there where they just had a dog out in Texas retired, and he had to get put to sleep, unfortunately, and they had probably about 100 different agencies there with their dogs.
I saw that. Yeah. It's not very well.
He wants your flower.
Better back up, Ray.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I want to say thanks to Officer Paul Austin and Cooper.
Yay!